you know what? I didn't actually think of an intro. So, hi, how's it going?
Well, no, this is our part 2 to August's podcast.
Yeah.
This is anime themed.
And we do have an intro already. I remember watching it just now, like a couple seconds ago.
Yeah, you're right.
You get short-term memory?
Yes, I do.
And,
Who are you guys?
Oh no.
I'm Silent Bob. I don't talk much.
No ticket. Oh, Kevin Smith. Anyway, anime.
Yeah, no. What we want to do is I don't have internet. I'm not up to date on a lot of these new ones like Steins Gate or that.
Sword Art Online.
Sword Art I have some understanding of, but there's that one where there's the giant guy eating people.
Oh, Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I keep hearing people talk about that one. I don't have internet. I can't keep up with them. I don't know. So, what I want to do is review some older ones because that's the stuff I know, and there may be ones that people haven't necessarily watched. Like it took me.
However, if you want to help us review newer shows, please donate some money to our charity of, help us get new anime. And then we'll,
Yeah.
That's not a thing that happens.
It took me years after getting into the scene to actually get into Gurren Lagann, and it's been
I
one that.
haven't actually seen Gurren Lagann yet.
It's one that in our group of convention friends of my brows, there's a bunch of people that do cosplays from it, and it was one of the ones like when it was originally described to me. It's like, all right, so season 1, it's ridiculous, and then season 2 starts ridiculous and then just takes off.
Now, when you say ridiculous, is it like good ridiculous or Batman and Robin movie ridiculous?
The only way to
yes, I went there.
The only way to describe how ridiculous this is to say by the end of the series they're throwing galaxies as weapons.
What? I want to watch this now.
So it's the Dragon Ball Z of
ridiculous.
Yeah, no. The original plot start is there are these two guys, Simon and Kamina, and they're in this underground village. Humanity's been put underground under this tyrannical rule of a guy, and this giant mech falls through the ceiling with this 14-year-old with big boobs and a sniper rifle trying to kill him. So they get rid of that, and it just they abduct the mech, and then they go fight the guy. End of season 1. Season 2, 7 years later. Alright, so humanity was all underground. 7 years later, they have bustling metropolises with flying cars.
Oh, of course, it's
Seven.
Oh yeah, no, that totally
Well, the show is also written in Japan.
Oh yeah,
and Japan,
logic.
even like after the tsunami that they had, they
running.
They rebuilt really fast, and they still got work to do yet, but it's.
Yeah. Well.
Granted, and even in our area too.
Yeah.
It's that storm that hit us, a few weeks ago. We cleared up, and we were working on fixing things and rebuilding too.
Yeah.
So, I could see it happening, but maybe not Metropolis.
Metropolis and flying cars.
Yeah.
Is there Superman
Now,
in there too?
When I was first described this show, the guy, the one thing that he said and then literally walked away was, the over-the-shoulder shot? They made a new thing. It's called the over-the-boob shot, and then just walked away. Is that actually a thing?
Dude, I don't think we can say boob on YouTube.
Why not? It's boob.
No.
No?
No.
Okay,
No.
so.
Not to my recollection of the show.
All right.
I do have to say they did a fantastic job of this Kamina character.
Alright.
You making the audience fall in love with this guy almost point number 1. Like Simone is a back character, Yoko the chick back character to Kamina and his just over the top charisma, and it's you believe in the Kamina that believes in you or whatever else. Like it's even gotten to the point where Homestuck, one of the characters is such an anime fan, like he does himself off of this character.
Oh, okay.
And then episode 8 they kill him. Spoiler alert. A little late for that. But yeah, episode 8 they kill him off. She's like, I love him.
Did George did George R.R. Martin write this?
No, neither did Stephen Moffat or Joss
Oh, I
Whedon.
gotta watch season 3 yet.
Oh.
So, one question I have is, do they have villains in Gurren Lagann that are like Hansel and Gretel?
No, they do
Hansel
not.
and Gretel, Black Lagoon, is a series that
I thought you meant,
I
like-
really love.
No, not Witch Hunters.
No,
Not the old stories.
yeah.
Like,
because I haven't seen either of these now.
no, Black Lagoon season 2. They
It's
start out with this, and oh
amazing.
my god.
They are. It's best left as a surprise, to be honest. The impact of it is very nicely done. But Black Lagoon is a really nice series. Takes place in more modern times
Right.
in just South Pacific.
Yeah, in an imaginary city called Roanapur, actually.
Oh, okay.
City of pirates and scum and villainy.
Yeah,
you know?
like the one from Star Wars has nothing on the hive of scum and villainy that is Roanapur. Like, I don't think there's one decent cop. All the cops are being paid off. There's like 3 to 5 separate just groups, militant, but they're at peace. But you know,
And it starts off as a Japanese businessman was sent over in that area pretty much to be killed by his employers. And it didn't quite work out that way, and he gets kind of, thrown into a world of crime in that area. He's trying to balance being that upright
Japanese
citizen
businessman.
Yeah.
with
the
surviving in this type of world.
right.
And they do a very good job with that. But the other memorable thing for me for Black Lagoon
Right.
is the second episode of the first season.
Yep.
The first episode, they had this cliffhanger. They're on a speedboat, a torpedo PT boat.
Yeah.
Torpedoes. That's all they have is torpedoes, and there's a helicopter chasing them in this delta.
Yeah,
River area.
and it corners them in this lake where it's the only way out is the river. They just came down and the helicopter's right there.
So it's like
all over.
right. Yeah, it's like right up here. The boat's right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they just they gun it straight at the helicopter, jump their boat off of a sunken boat, shoot a torpedo into the cockpit of the helicopter.
And boom. Oh, it's the best. It sounds ridiculous.
Torpedoes don't
But
work like
it's-
that.
Torpedoes work like that.
They don't have
It was
rockets.
amazing.
They have-
Torpedoes work like that. It's momentum from the thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
And they were just that good.
Yeah. No.
And it's
Needle eye.
that was the point that I said I'm gonna watch every single episode of this series because it was just amazing.
Now I do have to say this with it's an older Bandai show and the English dub. It's nice, you can get the feel for it, but the voice acting it's one of the ones that I prefer to watch in Japanese. And
Right,
for me,
yeah.
I like to watch everything with English and the Japanese subs. That's how I watch everything mostly. This is one of the ones where I definitely prefer the Japanese voice cast.
Yeah, I prefer the Japanese voice cast on this one too.
I'll have to check them
Lots of
both
good
out.
action, lots of good story, lots of good drama on this one. It's not a type of story where it's just pure action. No, the drama in there motivates the action. It's,
Yes.
And that Russian mafia woman,
Oh,
though,
like
with
that.
this figuration,
Yeah.
wow, she is. I mean, she could give Batman a run for his money.
Yeah.
She's that good and effective.
Luckily,
yeah,
Batman's
but
money is endless.
Yeah,
So.
well, that, but she also has an army of Russian comrades that are just
Oh, Russians?
Yeah.
Whoa.
they're dedicated behind her to her cause. Even though they went rogue, they're so dedicated that it doesn't matter.
Kind of like the soldiers on the wall in Brotherhood.
Hmm.
See,
I can see that, yeah.
I'm done talking about Brotherhood.
See,
No.
yeah, because I watched the series since the last podcast.
Right.
It's like, why haven't you, man?
Yeah, what's up?
I told you the art's wonky.
It's no different.
I don't care.
Maybe
You
the
are
lines are
blind.
maybe the
It may
lines
be
are a little
really
bit
wonky, but it's still a good show.
Maybe the lines are a little
I'm
thicker.
not watching it.
Whoa.
I'm not
Okay.
watching it.
But watch Gurren Lagann, Black Lagoon.
I'll have to check those out.
Yeah.
I'll probably borrow Gurren Lagann from you.
Yeah. Yeah, you should.
I should.
Yeah, you should.
Or maybe Melissa has it.
She has everything.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
I'm Chris.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Afro Hammer.
And you guys have a good night.